Hello, good morning and welcome. This is Monday, the 1st of May, and we're around about 10 o'clock, so I'm a little bit late this morning. Um, right, the AUD USD, we've popped up above this the 75 line here, and the next resistance we've got is mid-Bollinger Band, which is about 75.33. I'm surprised it actually did that, but it's come back. We had this wedge that we formed on the RSI, these two blue lines here, and the RSI is basically wiggled up and down inside them. We're below the 50, so there's a good chance it's going to go down. I'm sorely tempted to put another trade in here, but there we go. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Euro JPY. This is a major resistance here, and if I just go back in historically, it's turning points here, across here, yeah, and it was rejected there. So you know, we're hoping that isn't going to go much higher. We got in just after the gap up, and I put another position in. I can't quite see what it is there, but anyway, I've got a fair amount of trades on there, so we're looking for that to short. The commitment of traders report was short the euro, so we'll have a look at that tomorrow. We're actually up at the 69.1 on the RSI, and we should be crossing the trend line soon. Actually got in a bit too early on that one, but I did it on price action. We got this big candle up which started coming back down, so that's the reason I got into that one. And a little bit the same on the euro, but we've got quite a decent position. The blue lines are historically their reversals. So if I go back a bit here, this is the next major one up where we've got reversals, rejection there, rejection there, rejection there. So we're going into heavy resistance. It's overbought. I believe it's coming down. Same thing with the euro and New Zealand dollar. I've put another trade in at the top. I want to take these out at the bottom so it gives me more control, because I'm a little bit uncomfortable about how much I've got on and my ability to put a stop loss in. So I might be doing that a little bit later on today. But again, we're at turning points. That's a turning point there, turning point there. Back there, there's rejection. We've got rejection over here. So I think we're finding a little bit of resistance there, and we're overbought and looking like it's going to come down to me. The commitment of traders report was short the euro and long the New Zealand dollar. So we've got a lot of things going our way with that. Bit of bad news out for the pound. This is the pound Australian dollar. It's fallen today. It's actually gone through my trend line. I've got support here on the RSI at the blue line. I don't think that's going to fall that far, being honest. So I'm not going to touch it today. Might get back into that. That is a pair that I would like to be in long. So have a look at that again tomorrow. The pound hasn't dropped much against the US dollar. It hasn't cut the trend line. It's still above the 69.1. We think there might be a little bit of a retraction on this. It's not going to be a lot, and it's nothing that I would really want to trade. S&P 500. This is quite amazing, actually. Just a few things if you look at it. If you draw lines across here, take the top of that red candle and the top of the green, it is slightly up. And if you take the top of this little ear here, down here, this is definitely down. So the sentiment on the RSI, as far as looking at the S&P 500, is definitely bearish, and I'd be surprised if that didn't follow through. AUD-CAD, we're up to resistance. This is a turning point historically. If you look back over the charts, and I'm trying to find it now, but yeah, okay, we have turning points here, resistance across here and here. So this I think will be, let's just go on to the weekly, see if there's something better I can have a look at. Yeah, turning point there, turning point there, resistance there. Yeah. So hopefully I should see that short through for me. The commitment of traders report for the AUD is bearish, so follow that through. This is my silver trade, and this blue line down here is a next heavy support for silver. And this is just following through nicely for us. We've actually gone below the 30.9 on the RSI. So if that continues and holds below 30.9, this is bearish for silver. Right. The USD JPY, we're nearly up to the 112, which again is a turning point. It's also the top Bollinger Band on the daily. I can't really see it going much more than this, but you know, Forex always surprises you. USD Mexican peso, we had the silly statement from Mr. Trump, then the retraction, and so we've gone up and down. I wish I'd have taken it because it was quite a considerable profit I'd made on that, but you know, I didn't. So can't cry over spilt milk. This should continue on through. I've actually broken the trend line here and on below the 50, which is disappointing. But we'll see how it looks tomorrow. USD CAD, this has just followed through up and up. I got knocked out down the bottom, so I'm not in it. The RSI is above the 69.1. If it holds above that, it will continue up. It's actually just touching the trend line at the moment, but we're nearly up to 137. It's at 136,700. Nice trade. Oil, it's still stagnating around this level here. This is heavy support, turning points historically. We are expecting the oil price really to continue on down, but at the moment it's turning point, turning point, turning point. Yeah, one there, turning. Yeah, so that's why it's struggling a little bit. We'll I'll keep an eye on it, but I'd like to see it maybe pop up to the mid Bollinger Band and I could short it again. We'll see what happens. Well, thank you all for watching. Much appreciated for the subscriptions and the likes, and any retweets on Twitter. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you again tomorrow.